Oh,
Everybody, welcome back. Go Talk episode 5. Today we were joined with the full panel. So why don't we introduce ourselves? I'm Rocco, the host. Next we have.
yo, my name's Constantine.
What's up,
Nicholas.
everybody? I'm Ryan, the real host.
Ryan.
You're Todd.
Todd
Yep,
Wojcinski,
the
that's his
the
dad's
Todd.
name.
I'm Wojcinski, yeah.
And we
Ramen
have Lucas
noodles.
McLaughlin here. Lucas, how you doing?
Noodles. I'm good, man.
Since
right.
our last episode, the Knicks have been eliminated from the playoffs. So please keep in mind his you might be a little down, but it's all right.
Fuck off.
Hey, so I didn't email this or I didn't message you guys this, but the GOAT segment to open the pod, we're gonna do GOAT video game. Pretty simple one we can all commentate on. I'll start it off. My GOAT video game, Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
I'm going Madden 20.
Madden 20, okay. Constantine?
I'll go 2K12.
Okay. And Ryan? Ryan, turn that off, please, and say your GOAT video game, please.
What's up?
Say
You
your,
guys-
we're doing GOAT video game.
I'll
What's
do
your
it for
GOAT
him.
video
Rainbow
game?
Six Siege.
Oh, so are we talking time period dependent? What are we
No,
thinking?
just GOAT video game.
All-time nostalgia factor. FIFA 14.
Okay, there we go. That's our opening segment. Now that we have that out of the way, first segment of the day is going to be all NBA reactions. So we're going to go over the all NBA teams and then propose 3 hypothetical changes we would have made had we been voting and had control over who made it. So first team is going to be Shea, Luka, Jason Tatum, Giannis, and Nikola Jokic. Second team is going to be Jalen Brunson, Anthony Edwards, Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis. And third team is going to be Devin Booker, Steph Curry, Tyrese Halliburton, LeBron James, and Domantas Sabonis. Whoever would like to take the floor with their first proposal for change, go right ahead.
My first proposal, I completely understand the narrative that Jason Tatum is the number 1 option on the number 1 team in the league. And people really respect him for that, but he does not deserve to be on the All NBA first team. I think you could fill his name with a number of people, primarily forwards. Like I think KD could fit well there. I think Kawhi deserves first NBA
Why?
nod. Kawhi,
Why?
yeah, Kawhi.
No,
Leonard.
why?
Oh, why?
Yes.
Because
There's no reason for them to deserve it over Tatum.
Bro, let him finish his.
100%.
point
If you
All
look
right,
at
all right, I'm muting myself. Go,
if you look at statistics and just stop following like Irish Green Celtics narrative, like you actually see that Kawhi had a much better season. Plus, if reporters want to suck off the team that had 60 plus wins, Kawhi led a Clippers team to 50 plus. I know they were the 5 seed, but that's just because the West was competitive. So if you look at their numbers, Kawhi had 5 percentage points or higher in field goal, 3-point, and free throw. Keep in mind, this was not an injured season for him. He played the majority of 65 plus games.
His 3-pointer is less than 4%.
Okay. In that range, 3 to 5, 3 to
I'm
6.
just messing with you.
Either way,
I know what you mean.
all right,
wiped
but let
him.
me propose this to you.
he wiped.
Bro,
I'm not, wait,
Ryan.
you'll
No,
get your
let me-
chance.
let me
You'll
propose this to you.
get your
bro.
chance. You'll get your
If
chance.
Jason Tatum was on the Clippers in Kawhi's spot, would he have better stats
No.
I don't think
Yes.
so.
No.
than Kawhi Leonard?
He would have better stats than Kawhi Leonard. He wouldn't have better stats than he has right now.
You're saying because the Celtics are so stacked, his usage is down.
No,
His stats
Ryan, he
are
would
good.
have better stats than Kawhi Leonard, but he wouldn't have better stats than he does right now.
But I'm not talking about I'm not talking about stat padding. If that was the case, maybe. But I'm
If
talking about
Jason Tatum
efficiency.
on the stat pad, keep stat pad. But they wouldn't be the
Efficiency
best
is
team.
games
Yeah.
is team proof. It's just how efficient you shoot the basketball.
Lucas, this is a good personality to bring to the pod. Ryan is a Skip Bayless of the pod. This is
I
good.
haven't heard. Okay.
So, Constantine,
Okay.
after all that being said,
Again.
what is your first change? We need a definite change.
Okay, before I do that, another redeeming quality that people like to ride with Tatum, his defense, right? Kawhi still had better defense, averaging more steals, more blocks, and their defensive win shares were comparable. Either way, he shot better than him. He had more stocks than him. He still had a 50-plus winning roster. Kawhi, out of KD, Kawhi, and even LeBron, I would have a first team All NBA, but whatever. Kawhi I'm moving Kawhi up to first team NBA and moving Jason Tatum down to second team.
So a swap. Got you.
My first swap, yeah.
Lucas, what is your first swap? Ryan, I'm making you last because I know you need to prepare for this segment. So, Lucas, what's your first swap?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I think the first team's fine. I mean, like, obviously my biased self would want to see Brunson on the first team, but I'm not gonna say anything about that. So I'd put Brown on the second team for Ant. I'd switch them because I think that Ant has been playing really well in the playoffs. But the regular season he was good, but
Yeah.
LeBron had one of his best seasons of his career.
I think it's
So
difficult to. I don't mean to interrupt you, but I think it's difficult to for the voters. The fact that the All NBA teams are granted, like it was what 2 days ago, so it's after the playoffs have already been going on. So like inevitably, you're gonna have some bias.
yeah,
I think that factors into why Ant is second team, but I do understand what you're saying.
that's
Anything
why
else
they
you want to
should
say?
just do it at before the playoffs,
Yeah, I agree.
um, or like towards the end of the season.
Yeah, Ryan,
That's
what is your first change? Just give us one change. Oh wait, Lucas, you're doing. I'm sorry, you're swapping.
LeBron and Ant.
Gotcha. Okay, Ryan.
Um, as much as I defended Tatum, I'm taking him out of the first team and switching him with Jalen Brunson.
Okay, I like that.
As
Yeah.
much as I mess around with the Knicks and say whatever to Lucas, he did have a crazy good season carrying the Knicks, looking to where they were last year until now. It's a very big change to the 2 seed. New York basketball hasn't been good for however many years, Lucas. Your dad said, what was the last time they were good? What was the guy's name?
25 years.
Yes, sir. So it's in 25 years. He put up 28.7, 3.6 rebounds, 6.7 assists with a 48% field goal percentage. So, I mean, I don't have all the stats up in front of me, but that's pretty comparative, especially compared to what his team did, because obviously team also factors into everything. And yes, the Celtics are good, but they also had many players put up good statistics where Brunson was definitely ahead of everyone in all like in general.
Yeah,
So yeah,
Brunson is more efficient in all three PRA, or I mean, field goal, 3 point, and free throw, and he also has more points and assists. So yeah, that's a good point
there we
there.
go.
Just a little clarification there. That was a great point there. For me, I am doing a similar swap. I'm going to be taking Tatum out of the first team, and I'm going to be swapping Jason Tatum and Kevin Durant. And the reason I'm doing this, not only are the stats for KD, I think, better. I mean, KD is 27.1, 6.6, and then 5 on 52, 41, 86. So Tatum has less points, more rebounds, less assists, and then let's see. He's less efficient everywhere. KD's always been that mark of efficiency. KD also has 0.5 more stocks, which I like to see. I mean, he's become much better defender throughout his career since Golden State and onward. So I really like that. I think that Tatum's team is also a hampering to him. I mean, you could look at it 2 ways. You could look at it, he would be better without the teammates. He would also be, the team wouldn't be as high a seed without those teammates. So you can look at it both ways, but I'm gonna go with KD and Tatum swap. And with that being said, we're gonna go to Constantine for his second swap or change.
Yep. My second change is the same swap that Lucas mentioned. Moving down Anthony Edwards to All NBA third team, bringing up LeBron. I get why people like Ant. I mean, he's shifty. He posterizes people. His face looks like Michael Jordan. He's a funny guy.
So why does his face look like Jordan?
Because it just does. They have similar facial features.
All right,
Um,
that's what I was thinking. I
yeah,
just want to
yeah.
make sure there was no unfair bias.
But and I understand that he's going absolutely ballistic in the playoffs, but his regular season was like for a superstar mid. And I said that's last episode. He his efficiency was significantly lower than LeBron's. He had less points, less assists, less rebounds. And I understand, top 3 seed in the West, but it wasn't comparable. Like LeBron had a career year in 3-point shooting percentage, the most assists he's had in like 5 or 6 years. This was honestly a career year for him and Edwards also, but you got to give LeBron his respect. I'm having moving up.
Okay, now Lucas for your next change.
Sorry, I'm just looking at the.
All good, dude.
Oh yeah,
Come on, dude, be prepared.
I think that you can take yeah, take Halliburton out and put Jaylen Brown there. I think Halliburton's stats are so inflated from the first part of the season towards the in-season tournament.
I don't like him.
Neither do I. He's a fucking idiot. He also
And that's a euphemism, by the way.
he
Yep.
can
Idiot. We could use many words to describe him.
repeatedly
idiot
in the
is
Knicks game. He's the best player on his team, but he doesn't want to shoot the ball for some reason.
Yeah.
Repeatedly in the Knicks series and in the Boston game, he drives to the basket and he has a pretty makeable layup, and he just decides to pass it out for whatever
Looks
reason.
like an anteater also.
I don't.
Why is that?
He just does.
And
Look at his face, bro.
Jalen Brown was
I've never heard that before.
was on a super team, #1 seed in the East, and he picked it up when Tatum whatever struggles. So he deserves to be on the team.
When
Okay,
he gets
Ryan.
hyped too, like when he makes a big shot, it looks like he's like screeching. Like there's no depth in his voice at all. It's just like all high pitched, like wah wah chihuahua
Like
yap.
cat, like
He's just a yapper.
I
Like
knew
think
it
of a
was coming.
chihuahua. Oh, of course. Like cat, Carl Anthony.
yes.
Your second change, Ryan?
Well, this is very controversial, but
Oh boy.
we
Oh,
love
We like it.
controversy.
We like it. We like it.
With the time of the voting, I think although it is only regular season like stats, Anthony Edwards should be in the first team for Jason Tatum.
Wait, didn't you take Tatum out for somebody else already?
You said
Oh, we already
Brunson
got
for
it.
Tatum.
But
Wait,
Double down
But I
on
picked
Tatum.
somebody else, Ryan.
nah,
Or you know what you
it's-
could do? You
it's
could
all hypo-
swap Tatum and Brunson, then kick Brunson right back out by putting Ant in there if you want.
See, I'm doing it. It's like a stack order. 'Cause then
Okay.
my next one's even more of a sleeper.
Okay, so you're
But
swapping.
All right, so I'm taking Brunson for Tatum, and now I'm taking Edwards for Brunson.
Okay.
what kind of
Yes,
Alright.
Brunson went off the playoffs, but who cares? They're out.
So they're playing chess, kind of like somebody swapping for somebody who's swapping for somebody else.
I just took his pawn. Now I have his rook. Like,
Okay.
we're moving.
Like that.
So as I'm moving Anthony Edwards in, he does not deserve it because of the regular season at all. And that's
This
what
is
it's
a-
supposed to consider, right? Yeah. But for the time of the voting and how much voter bias there is, and they don't actually go off the stats, because if it went off the stats, LeBron would be first team, but he's not. And the Lakers are dog water. But that's another talk. Edwards should be in the first team due to how well he's doing right now and how much voter bias there is. That is my only thing. And as Constantine said, he's the second coming of Jordan, apparently, because of their looks. I've never heard that before. But Anthony Edwards to the moon. When he wins the ring, quote me right now, finals MVP. You're telling me the finals MVP is the first team? Get out of here.
Okay.
Get out of here.
Get out.
So for my second swap, I have a similar swap. I'm going to be moving LeBron into second team. I'm going to be switching him with Kawhi Leonard. I think Kawhi's efficiency, you can't really debate it, although LeBron's is very comparable. He's better from the field goal, 0.7 worse from three, and then obviously he's not the greatest free throw shooter, but he's scoring more, rebounding more, and assisting more by a decent margin. So I think it's a no-brainer that LeBron deserves at least second team. I think you can make an argument for first, but I'm not going to go that far. So I think a good medium is Braun for Kawhi in that swap right there. So that's my swap. If we want to kick it off to who was Constantine? Constantine, your third and final change.
Yeah, my third and final change is removing Tyrese from the accolade. He doesn't belong there. I just I think he's trash. But I think there's like 3 or 4 people that you could list off pretty easily that belong in that third All NBA team over him, like Maxey, Fox, PG. I mean, these guys are way more efficient than him. They're scoring more than him. The Kings and the Sixers on comparably successful teams, but you know, somebody like PG, whose field goal, 3-point, free throw percentages respectively are 47, 41, 91, like Tyrese is not he's not really near that. And I get he's a flashy passer, but I don't know. I don't understand the hype. Also, if Kyrie and Donovan Mitchell met the game requirement, they'd also be in there over him. So I don't know. Maybe it's a charity selection for him, but I think he should be off.
All right,
like
Lucas, go ahead with your second change.
I don't really have. I just have something.
Or third change, I'm sorry.
I mean, if I had a third change, it would be changing Brunson and Tatum, but I wanted to say that they should go by, like, I know me and Rocco were talking about this yesterday. Like, if they're gonna do positionless, then do positionless.
Yeah.
Stop having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do positionless.
I didn't like
If
that
that
they
was
did
the
it at all.
And it shouldn't be records either. It shouldn't be about records. That's one of the reasons why Tatum is on the first team and Brunson isn't.
Right.
Why
And
shouldn't it be records in your opinion? No, like, genuine question. Because records play a factor.
I think records
fact.
matter, but up to a
Yeah.
point. Like if you're a 50-win team, like that's the same as a 58-win team in my eyes, or like a 59-win team. Like once
that's
you're in
like
that,
getting
like
two
let
in the
me,
sixes.
there's
It's hard to say record because it's such a hypothetical metric in the current NBA. Like you have Anthony Davis on the second team, right? And his team had a horrible, right? The Lakers had a horrible record for the most part, a decent record.
I mean, they're 12 over. That's not bad.
well, like
I mean-
this is what I'm saying. Like, I think that Wemby should have had a stronger case for being on one of the teams.
That's
His
interesting.
his defense or he had averaged the most blocks per game ever, right? Something like that.
Yep, 4.8
Sure.
stocks. I'll take it from there. I
Yeah.
actually had as my third change,
And
taking out
like
Halliburton and putting
20
Wemby.
Yeah, 20 something and
That's
10
cool, that's cool.
rebounds.
Put Rudy Gobert.
And
then.
like, but he didn't make it because the Spurs were fucking
Yeah.
horrible.
I think that
So like,
that's a good
Watch
point.
your
Yeah.
profanity.
Yeah, I have Wemby there. I mean, Ryan is supposed to go through, but Lucas mentioned Wemby, so I figured I'll just go in there. I have Halliburton dropping out of the All NBA and I have Wemby joining in. Wemby scoring more, he's rebounding more, obviously, significantly less assists. I mean, who's he going to pass to? Right, Devin Vassell's going to be spotting up for him. And then we have 46.5, 32.5, 80 efficiency with 4.8 stocks a game, and that's on limited minutes.
He's an alien.
Yeah, I think, and he had Jeremy Sochan as his point guard for like the first 40% of the season. So
One-handed free throws.
I think if we put Wemby on a pedestal of talent and production, I think per 36, like Constantine was talking about that in the last pod, I think if you adjust metrics, Wemby is just such a freak, and I think he deserves a spot on the All NBA team. I really do.
I
And then
also want to say
pretty much changed.
why are there 6 players that didn't get as many votes for being on a team as Rudy Gobert? Why is he 4th off the list? That dude is complete garbage, trash. Wemby should have won Defensive Player of
It's
the Year.
record, dude. It's record. It's really heavily record and team rating. Just like that, if we have a conversation about that Wemby and Gobert issue, Wemby's numbers were better, I'm pretty sure, in every single metric, but Gobert wins it because his team's defensive rating was better because he has 2 lanky freak
Okay.
aliens guarding the perimeter to help him.
I mean,
and also
As Giannis said, a freak on the court and a freak in the.
Yep,
the
sheets.
sheet.
We're gonna move on now. Ryan, go ahead with your final change. I can't even wait to hear what you're about to say.
I'm taking Domantas Sabonis out of the third team.
Okay, fair.
And I'm moving him to fucking Cancun. Jaylen Brown is
The
moving.
Yucatan. You're moving him to Yucatan.
That's a
He's
fair one.
going to Yucatan.
Very fair.
Why do the Pacers deserve 2 All NBA players and the
I-
Celtics get 1 as the best player in the league?
Wait, the
Pacers have-
Pacers have 2?
The bonus is on the Kings, Ryan. Did you know that?
Oh my goodness.
And that brings
Sorry,
me back
sorry.
to my next point. De'Aaron Fox should be there. It was all a setup.
So are you going Fox?
Fox.
into
Ryan's
Sabonis?
playing chess. I like it. He's playing chess.
If they're
How'd
gonna
you
do
base it?
if they're
Fox in
gonna
for
do
Sabonis,
record,
Ryan?
then
Yes.
Okay, Fox in for Sabonis.
Also, he did what he did last time. He doing a swap for the swap for the swap.
Yes. Because you'd think, like, if it was last year, or I mean a few years ago, Sabonis, yeah. But no.
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox, the third team.
No, I like it. I like it.
Fair enough. So that wraps up the segment for the 3 hypothetical All NBA changes. Next up on the docket, we have top 10 playoff performers of the remaining crowd. And we also have a surprise pick of a guy that didn't necessarily make the top 10, but really surprised you throughout the playoffs thus far. Also, do you want to make that one so it doesn't have to be remaining? Just like we could do that if somebody doesn't. I mean, I know we already planned our stuff, but we can make the surprise player somebody who might be eliminated already. I don't have an eliminated player, but I'm just saying if you want to pick
no,
somebody.
I mean that would be too easy.
Okay. So we're
'Cause
gonna do
everyone would just say Jokic.
remaining. No surprise. You didn't think Jokic's gonna do that?
Oh, I thought you meant like
Surprise player, like
Answer's
your
Dante
one surprise
DiVincenzo,
player.
brother.
We'll keep it to remaining,
Alright.
anyways. So I think how we should do this is a similar way to what we did for our top 20 list.
Do you
So
just want to do one instead of by 5? We just do one at a time.
that's gonna take too long. I think we should do 5 and 5, and then we can discuss.
All right.
So, oh
10
yeah,
to
we're doing top
6.
10 playoff performers of the players remaining. We're gonna have Ryan kick us off right now. Are you prepared for the segment, Ryan?
1 second, I'm pulling
No.
on my list.
He's gonna look up top 10 playoff performers currently remaining in the playoffs. Okay, Lucas, go ahead and kick us off.
Hey, wait, it's loading, bro. It's loading.
Are you looking up a site?
I'm getting Google Docs up.
Okay.
Yo, easy with the sites, bro.
We'll let Lucas go first. We'll let Lucas go first while it loads.
Why do I
Lucas,
have to
I
go
want you to
Yo,
give
try if you're looking. Try Stream East. You sometimes you get a lucky surprise.
God, you don't want to start, Lucas?
I mean, if you need me to, yeah.
All right, Consti, you want to start?
Yeah, I can start.
Okay, so go with
Um,
your surprise name first, and then give us your 10 through 6.
Okay, I didn't really know like how much of a surprise my surprise name should have been, but I have Derek Jones Jr.
I like
I
that.
feel like I feel like I don't know, like he was a former dunk contest guy. I never really give a lot of respect. Yo, I'm talking here.
He's taking the webcam and filming you. Okay, go ahead, Derek Jones Jr.
Yeah, Derek Jones Jr. Like I said, I never really have respected dunk contest contestants because they're usually people that like either like young in their career or like unexperienced or like they don't know how to do anything but dunk, which is like a bad stereotype to have as like a sports analyst or like somebody that looks at statistics, but like that's just kind of my perception of it. So I never really gave him a lot of respect, but he's doing well low key. Um, he's playing about 30 minutes, averaging 11 points, making more than half of his shots. And he has like a just over a 0.1 win shares per 48 minutes, which is basically how much a player is contributing to a win for their team, adjusted to 48 minutes so that it's not like that way it's standard. It's not just like, because the Celtics would then be overpowered. But yeah, I have him as my surprise player. And then to list off my 10 through 6, at number 10 as the 10th best playoff performer amongst remaining players, I have Rudy Gobert. He's averaging it was between him and McDaniels, but I just chose Rudy. He's averaging a double
fadeaway.
I saw that was a good fadeaway. That
was
actually put him over the edge.
Complete
That
luck.
put him over the edge.
Complete luck.
Yeah, that put him over the edge. Averaging a double, 60% field goal shooting, 2.2 stocks, and he's 5th amongst remaining players in win shares per 48. At 9th, I have Drew Holiday. He's only averaging 12, 5, and 5, but like his team is stacked. He doesn't have a lot of usage, only 14% usage. And he's averaging 12 points on amazing efficiency. He's 3rd in defensive win shares. He's playing great defense, and he's one of the best point guards. Or probably actually, you know what? Point guards are stacked in the playoffs. So, but he's still doing his job, and I respect him for it. He's 9th best performer thus far, in my opinion. At 8, I have Cat. He's not playing that many minutes. He's averaging 19 points, 9 rebounds. On great efficiency, he's 4th in win shares per 48 with 0.184. And yeah, he's a great supplement to Ant-Man. At 7, I have Miles Turner. I kind of wanted to put him even higher. Like he's doing really well. I was not expecting this. He's 1st amongst remaining players in blocks with 1.8. He's 1st in 3-point percentage. Think about all the 3-point shooters left. He's 1st as like a forward center. And he can rebound, and he's scoring nearly 20. I have him comfortably at 7. At 6, surprise, I have Luka Doncic. I don't know, depending on like what you look at, it could be a surprise. Yes, I have 5 better players thus far based on playoff statistics only than Luka Doncic. I understand he's nearly averaging a triple double. I get it. But he's shooting 30% from 3, 42.7% from field goal, less than 80% free throw. And he's playing, slightly above average defense. When we get to it, I'll make my case for why I have 5 players better than him. But right now, 10 through 6, I have Gobert, Holiday, Karl-Anthony Towns, Miles Turner, and Luka Doncic.
Okay. For me, my surprise player, I have Andrew Nemhard, one of Lucas's arch nemesis.
Yes.
So
He
yeah,
did
he really
shot.
surprised me. I mean, the 3-point efficiency is crazy. He's nearly 50%.
I mean, he hit the
Great.
twister when Brunson fucking destroyed his legs. So I don't really care.
56.5 from the field. So incredible efficiency. He's almost 50-50 from the field goal and 3. Averaging 13 points, 3 assists, or 3 rebounds, 5 assists. So he's distributing a little bit. He's hitting the glass a little bit. I mean, he's a small, undersized guard. He's still hitting the glass a little bit. He's a liability on defense, I would say, but his performance out the gate, I just was really surprised and impressed by him. The way he's been able to be
Is he
reliable.
undrafted?
No, he went to the
Uh-uh.
Celtics.
I don't think so. He
Oh.
was drafted in the second round by the Celtics, I believe. At number 10, I actually forgot about Miles Turner. I'm just not going to include him because I already had good cases for these other guys, but Miles Turner would be in my list if I remade it. But at number 10, I have Jaden McDaniels. He's 13.3, 4.4, and 1.3 on 52, 41, 77, 2.1 stocks. The numbers aren't incredible, but I think where Jaden McDaniel shines and other players shine is not on the box score. I mean, what he was doing to Jamal Murray was just a total
Yeah.
crime. And Jamal's girl probably didn't give him no
You see
sloppy
the video I sent
or
you?
anything like that.
SWAT team.
I did, yes. Those two, him and Nikhil Alexander Walker, just freaks in nature, playing incredible defense. Anyways, I have Karl Anthony Towns at 9. I really have him there. I really do. 18.6, 9, and 2.8. Like Constantine said, very efficient. Again, not the greatest defender, but he's playing limited minutes, still producing well. Efficient as usual from 3, one of the best big man shooters. Number 8, I have Derek White. He's been an absolute dog, especially in that first round. He's 18, 4, 4.3, and his efficiency is 47, 43, 90. He's got some stocks. He's a great defender along Drew Holiday. Just a very reliable player on that team. Very gritty, great hustle. And number 7, I have Tyrese Halliburton. 19, 4.9, and 8.2. 2 stocks, which surprised me that he has more stocks than Derek White. I mean, I guess it's kind of fluky, but he has 1.2 steals a game, which kind of lends credence to a little bit of defense, I guess. He's playing efficiently. He didn't start out the greatest. I think in the first round series, he was like kind of crappy against the Bucks the first like 2 games. And same goes for the Knicks, but he picked it up. He's playing really well. And then at my 6, which is technically my 5th because I have it tied with the guy above him, is Jaylen Brown on 23.4, 6.6, and 2.7. Again, pretty efficient from the field goal, not so great from the 3, 1.4 stocks. You can't really go wrong. Just a super efficient, great, consistent player for the most part. Great scorer, decent defender. So yeah, that's where I got Jaylen Brown. And that runs out my top 10 or my top 5. So Jaden McDaniels, Cat, Derek White, Halliburton, and Jaylen Brown. And then for my honorable mention, surprise pick, Andrew Nemhart. Lucas, take it away.
All right, so I was in between 2 for honorable mention. I was in between TJ McConnell and PJ Washington.
2 good picks, 2 very good picks.
I'm gonna go with McConnell just because he plays around like 20 to 25 minutes a game, and his impact on the court is just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, he was harassing Brunson. I mean, he was getting under his skin. Like watching those games was even infuriating me. And he got to the basket whenever he wanted. I mean, he had some big threes in the Bucks series too. Given that Halliburton was decided not to shoot them, so I think McConnell is my honorable mention. Bro, what are you laughing at?
I spotlighted Ryan. All right, go ahead.
Number 10, I got Derek White. I mean, you guys said all the Rocco said all the stats. Yeah, shooting great. Especially when Brown and Tatum were struggling. It was really clutch of him to step up and help that Celtics team out. I mean, he scored 38 one of the games on crazy 3-point shooting. And he does a fantastic job defensively. Yeah. And then 9, I have McDaniels. It's the same thing with Derek White. He had to guard KD, Devin Booker,
Beal,
Jamal
and
Murray.
Jamal.
I mean, those are some of the toughest matchups in the league, and he did a phenomenal job. He's also shooting decent from 3.
Yeah.
But his main impact is that defense. 8, I have Cat, which is a little disappointing from Cat, given that he should be higher, in my opinion. I think he should be performing better, but it's just hard. Like Constantine said, he's not getting a lot of minutes given how Nas has played. And you want to keep Gobert out there for the defense, obviously. So you got Cat at 8. 7, I have Halliburton. Kind of struggled, but he's been kind of lighting it up lately. So I think he's good at 7. And then 6, I have Siakam, who started out well in the Bucks series, kind of slowed down, but then he picked it up towards the end of the Knicks series, and I think he was one of the main, him and Turner, together were one of the main reasons for why the Pacers were able to take the series, and his defense as well. He can guard 1 through 5. So those are my
Yeah.
10 through 6.
All right, and your honorable mention was McConnell. So we have Ryan now with his surprise player and his 10 through 6. Take it away.
I'm also gonna go with Lucas with McConnell. It's just his presence on the court. Honestly, was game changing, especially watching Game 7. The impact he made on the court versus not on the court was not night and day, but he had a big impact. He came off the bench, was a big pushback when the Knicks were coming back in the lead third, and cut the game to, I think it was 3, and moved it back to 12. He was a big player. So that's my honorable mention. Number 10, as Rocco stated earlier, as his honorable mention, I'm going to go with Nembhard, however you say his name.
That's right.
Same reasons Rocco said. He's just been a kind of surprise player also. A boost that the Pacers kind of needed for this run. I mean, throughout the season he was decent, but he didn't kind of come up in these big moments. Like one game he had like no points, and then against the Knicks he hit the step back 2-second shot clock 3-pointer to ice the game. Lucas, I know you remember that one. So just for that, he's at the number 10. Following that point, I'm gonna put Naz Reid at my 9.
Ooh.
He's made a lot of interesting.
Wait, Kenneth Fareed or Nas Reed?
I'm sure Kenneth left, but I can double check if you'd like.
It's not.
Jacob Kenneth Niclario.
Wait, that guy Nene on the Rockets?
That dude
Not
today.
trolling.
Naz Reid, same reasons. He's taking minutes away from Cat, who's seen as the second best player on that roster, and like unanimously throughout all people watching basketball. So obviously he's playing well to be doing that. Following that, I'd say Miles Turner at my 8. He's made pretty good impact, especially another guy that's had to step up on that team to kind of make the 6-seed playoff run happen, beat out the Knicks. He's kind of been a presence in every single series so far, which
He's
I didn't
good,
really.
dude. He's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dippy.
Lucas knows that too. Lucas knows well.
At 7, I'm gonna say, what's his face? Who would I have? Bode, Jaden McDaniels.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm really
He's got somebody missing on his list. I don't know if he's reading
Yeah,
the website, but go ahead.
I'm not missing. What the hell I'm looking at? Yeah. Look at this. The rosters.
Okay. I like you're just
Nice
football
cooking.
Respect. When you do it like that, though, the way you're doing it, you're gonna forget somebody. But I like it. So go ahead.
Jaden McDaniels, man. Jamal Murray will never forget his presence in Game 1 and Game 2. Oh man.
SWAT team.
He was really coming in there with this like 7-foot. He was coming on the. He was on the court with that long wingspan, and he was locking that stuff up. No cussing. Sorry for cussing.
Is this going on Instagram?
Yes.
It's
Okay.
going everywhere.
I would post it on my Instagram story, but
We're in the middle of recording. Professional, please.
oh, sorry.
Following that, what number am I at? 7.
Mhm.
My least favorite player in the whole league, Derek White.
Interesting.
Dude's cooking. He's having, I don't know, he's just balling out.
Just a disclaimer: I have him dangerously high, but I'll just say that
Okay.
now.
I like that.
Nice. I didn't know you're up right now.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'll shut up. I'll shut up.
No, I had no clue. You like to show him at number 7, dude.
Oh yeah, well actually, Rocco gonna put spotlight on me.
Rocco mute him or something, man.
I took it off. I took the spotlight off. Okay. We have next. Number
Whoa, I'm at 7. Whoa.
6. You just said 7.
He's got 2 more or one more.
Coming up. Let's do it.
Your 7 was Derek White, right?
Yeah.
Oh, 6.
Go
That was
ahead.
6. No.
No,
Yeah,
it was
now
7.
Nope, 7. Number 6. We're going with Kyrie Irving.
I like that vibe.
He good playoff, good so far in the playoffs, coming clutch. He's kind of shown flashes of Cavs Kyrie, in my opinion. He's kind of taking over games, especially last game. First game of the Wolves series, balled out. He kind of shut Anthony Edwards up, which hasn't happened so far because he's been running his mouth since game 1 of the first series. So with that, my 6'2", 32-year-old is at number 6.
Okay. And Constantine, you want to kick us off 5 through 1?
Speak, dude.
Yeah, keep in mind every single one of these people I mentioned, I put above Luca. At 5, my arch nemesis, my arch nemesis. I said my arch nemesis. I got Tyrese Halliburton. He's leading Luca. Here, listen. He's leading Luca in all these stats. Let me read them off. Blocks, turnovers in a good way, meaning he has less. Field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, free throw percentage, player efficiency rating, true shooting percentage, and win shares per 48. That's like
Okay.
that's everything you need to dictate the value of a player. Plus, Luca has way more usage than him, just chucking up balls. Pause.
Right. So shouldn't that mean that that lends credence to his percentages being lower though? That he's
Yeah.
more, his team is more
Large
reliant on him
sample
holding
size.
the ball.
Maybe, but it's a big drop down from his regular season numbers anyway. So
He's hurt, bro.
And another thing I don't like that you're
everybody's
doing,
hurt. It's the playoffs.
You're conniving because what you did is you read his percentages off and said they were better. So no fucking shit his effective field goal percentage is going to be better too if all his other percentages are better. You're just listing extra things to put down my freaking Slovenian king. So go ahead.
That
He's
only
also being-
applies to
Let him go, Lucas.
that only applies to true shooting percentage. So I'll -1 then. It's still like 5 or 6 things that like dictate whether a player's better or not. Like I just think he's doing better.
Okay.
Moving forward. Also, it's more. I might be a little biased by Luca's like efficiency disappointment, but he had a great game the other day. Like I still think the Mavs are going to go very far. At least push it to 6 or 7 games. So we'll see. At 4, I have Tatum. I think he's having like the better version of a bad-ish playoff stint than Luca. He's shooting a little bit more efficiently, besides from 3. He's playing better defense, and keep in mind the Celtics
What metric are
are
you using for defense? Defensive win shares?
defensive win shares or defensive plus minus in the box score too. He's higher in both.
So defensive plus minus when he's surrounded by Drew Holiday and Derek White. That doesn't mean anything to you?
I mean, like I guess, but like he's a forward. Like he's playing. He's facing good matchups. It's not like Gobert like in the paint, just like being surrounded by a brick wall, not having anybody for like 5 seconds.
Oh, word.
Who's Luka
Yeah.
guarding right now? Who's he facing matchups of?
I don't even know.
Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Russell Westbrook, James Harden,
Lou
Anthony
Dort.
Edwards. So he's
Oh, I
facing better matchups. He has more stocks. Go ahead.
Tatum was still guarding like Mobley, who turned it up.
Go ahead.
Mobley, bro.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
Tatum. You think Luka is a better defensive player than Tatum?
No, I don't. But you're using metrics that obviously favor Tatum because his team is far superior defensively.
So there are no other metrics. Every metric should be taken with a grain of salt because they're not perfect. They all have flaws. So you list them off knowing that they're the best we have, but that's the best
Right.
we have.
No, I understand what you're saying. Yes. Yes. Okay. Go ahead.
Plus keep in mind the Celtics have only lost 2 games in the playoffs. I understand their competition is worse in the East because the East stinks. But like all analytics, like they have flaws. Obviously, crazy teams are gonna have inflated stats, but that's just how it goes. It's not much better. At 3, I have Kyrie. He's like I said, like Ryan said, actually showing signs of Cavaliers playoff Kyrie. Slight drop off in his the magnitude of his stats, but that's pretty much everybody this playoff for some reason. Everybody's averaging like 4 or 5 less, but that's just because of good defense. Anyway, 22 points, 48.6% field goal, 42.3% 3. That's better than most of the people on this list. And he's passing the ball. He's averaging more than a steal a game, and he is 0.8 in value over replacement player, which is a really cool stat. He's like 5th or 6th in that amongst remaining players. So yeah, I have him.
Do you have the VORP list in front of you?
Yeah, I have.
Who's ahead of him?
He's tied with Tatum at 0.8. Ahead of him is Luka. And yeah, that's one. That's one. And ahead of him is also Ant. and he's tied with Derek White as well.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. At 2, I have Derek White. I think he's averaging a quiet 18, 4, and 4 with 20% usage, which is
Hold on a
not very
second.
high.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Hold me a sec. Hold me a sec.
Okay, go ahead. I was just making sure.
Okay. As I was saying, 18 points a game, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, quietly on a very good team with 20% usage. And he's the leader in true shooting percentage amongst players left in the playoffs, which means he's, arguably the most efficient. And he is the leader in win shares per 48. I understand, like we said, Celtics are obviously going to be inflated, but like he's contributing the most to the team with the most wins in the playoffs over guys like Brown, over guys like Tatum. And I know, to be taken with a grain of salt, but still, plus he's playing impeccable defense. I think he never gets the flowers he deserves. I think now is a good time to show them, and I have him at second. And then first I have Anthony Edwards. I know I flamed him for having a mid regular season for a superstar, for like a budding superstar, but he's having an amazing playoff. He's leading the league in scoring amongst those 4 teams. Steals as well, player efficiency rating, valuable replacement player, and he's third in win shares per 48, only to Celtics players, which would be inflated statistics, White and Tatum. So yeah, I think Ant-Man's the clear one. So from 5 to 1, I have Tyrese, Tatum, Kyrie, Derek White, and Ant-Man.
Okay. For my list, I have at the number 5, it was tied with Jaylen Brown. I have Pascal Siakam. I think if it's not for him, the Bucks are probably moving into the second round. He had 2 40 pieces against the against the Bucks. Huge games. I think they actually lost one of those games, but just anyways, I think Siakam has been a surprise. I didn't think he was gonna do this, continue this level of play, but he's 21, 8, and 4. Good efficiency except for the 3-pointer, obviously. He's been okay on defense. He's never been like a lockdown defender, but he's been good compared to his previous seasons, I think. He's been super efficient. There's not much to say about him that's not already been said. Number 4, I have Kyrie.
Wait, can you mention your 10 through 6 again?
Yeah. I have Jaden McDaniels, Cat, Derek White, Halliburton, Jaylen Brown.
You think Siakam has been doing better than Cat?
Yes, definitely.
Definitely.
Definitely. I think Siakam, yeah, 100%. I think Cat, like we said, Cat is getting outplayed by Naz Reid right now. So I don't know how valuable he is when we compare. I mean, I don't want to say like be naive and just say outplayed, because obviously Cat's still scoring more than him and producing more than him. But Siakam's been a better defender. He's had more big games, which I think are really important, even though they don't show up on the stat sheet as much. They might skew the averages, but they don't show up in the same way that the rebounds do. Number 4, I have Kyrie. Constantine covered him well before. Very efficient as always. Flashes of his old self. He's 22, 4, and 5, so he's playing great. 3, I have. I mean, I like didn't want to place him here, but I don't really know how you can't put Tatum. So I have Tatum at 3. I mean, he's 25, 10, and 6. He's efficient except for the 3-point line. He's been decent. He's got 1.9 stock, so he's defending decently. I don't know. Like, I feel like you can definitely make an argument to put him lower, but I think a lot of that's bias that is relative to expectations. Like, we expected Tatum to be 30 a game easily, and we expected Derek White to be like 12. So because Derek White is playing better and Tatum's playing worse, we're going to swap those two. But I don't think it's fair to assess based on relativity. And then number 2, I have Luka. He's 27.7, 9.4, and 9. He's equally efficient as most of these guys here as far as field goal goes, excluding Siakam.
Wait, sorry to interrupt. Where did he go?
Did he leave because I have Luka at 2? Where do you have Luka, Lucas? Where do you have Luka?
I have him at 2 also.
What is wrong with this kid?
Wait, I don't think that's why he left. Why did you?
All right, we're having some technical difficulties. I apologize for this.
I mean, he's 2 to 3 in my opinion. Bro, if the Mavericks didn't have him, they'd.
I realized Siakam isn't on my list.
It's not that bad.
I put Nemhard on him, but not Siakam. I also realized Drew Holiday's not on it.
He put Nemhard. Yeah. I didn't put Drew on mine either. I guess we'll just continue. So at number two, at number two, I have Luka Doncic. He's 27.7, 9.4, and 9 on 42.7, 30, and 79. He's got 2 stocks. He's defending. He's got more stocks than Tatum. He's got more stocks than Kyrie, Siakam, JB, Derek White, Cat. You know, like all these guys that are. He's been way better defensively than he has been before. I know there's a lot of metrics in the Clippers series showing he was completely strapping the Clippers players down. So that's very impressive. He's scoring slightly worse than usual. I mean, I think Constantine expects him to be putting up 40 in the playoffs too. I don't know what's wrong with him. He was making horrific takes. He's an advanced metric merchant, but that's okay. Number one, I don't think this is debatable. This is kind of unanimous. You have to put Ant there. He's 28, 6, and 6. He's Jordan reincarnated. He's 50, 40, 85. He's got the most stocks on the list. He's got the most points on the list. He's extremely efficient. He's just, I mean, you can't really say any much more. He's a complete dog. So I have a number one. Ryan, go ahead with your 5 through 1.
Disclaimer, as I said earlier, forgot if you guys. My bad, Pascal, and my bad, Drew. It happens. At number 5, we have the right-hand merchant, Jaylen Brown. Coming in clutch at times. He's playing his game. He had a very hard fist bump to the chest from Tatum, and he really bounced back from it. Dude, you didn't see when he got hit in the chest by Tatum, and then he did it back the next game. Because that's adversity. Coming in number 4, the worst jump shot I've actually seen as an NBA player to be that efficient, Tyrese Halliburton. He's kind of looking, as the playoffs have gone on, more so closer to his pre-All-Star break statistics and ways of.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm not laughing at you.
Sorry, there's a tornado.
All right, still at number 4, we have Tyrese. At number 3, we have he used to be my top players list, but now he's not for many reasons. Mainly because he's a TikTok dancer, Jason Tatum. Lucas, if you'd like to pull up a TikTok dance, you could right now, but he's at my number 3.
Yo, Jason Tatum, we need you in a big game.
Yo, can you
Jason Tatum, colon.
I'm up right now. Thanks, dude. Back to it. He's been leading the Celtics, the best team in the NBA, through the playoffs, through their Mickey Mouse run of beating basically no one. Now they finally played the Pacers in one game, although they went to OT. They won it because who doesn't foul when you're up by 3, as LeBron said? But hey, who knows? Number 2, Constantine, don't leave the call again. He's not the GOAT. Jordan is the GOAT. We'll get into this another day. At number 2,
We should do a live debate on the pod and upload it. I would love to do that.
Not
No,
now.
no, not now.
No, another episode. We'll do a special.
I won't be joining on that one.
Okay.
Bro, you've been
number
training
2,
for that for
we have
months.
Luka Doncic, whatever you'd love to call the guy. He's Luka. He's playing great, although he's a cone on defense at most of the time. He's been honestly just the best
He's
player.
been better. He's been better.
In the Clippers series, he held PG, Kawhi, and James Harden to the lowest field goal percentages of anybody on the whole Mavericks team.
There's also a clip of
Yeah.
someone
And you
just
have-
running
and-
right by him.
He's been
He's not a
improving
good
his
team
defense
defender.
every
He's not a
week.
good team defender. He's a Harden level defender.
Yeah, obviously that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
But at number 1, the clean sweep. I'm not even have any words to say. Anthony
Next.
Edwards. Do I have to explain? Did you
No.
guys explain enough? Oh,
We know.
I'll explain if you'd like. Oh man, oh man.
No, we don't have to explain anything. He's my number 1 also.
All right,
Next.
Lucas, I skipped you by accident, I feel like. Go ahead.
Whoa, bro, he's
Okay,
Anthony
go.
averaging 44-ish minutes a game in the playoffs.
Wait, he does?
Boom.
24?
Huh?
That can't be right.
What
No,
say?
I know. I memorized them. What is it?
Said 44.
Sorry, it's like 39.5.
No,
He's averaging about 40, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
39.5.
If he was averaging 24 minutes on those numbers, he's GOAT.
Oh,
in-
I said 44, but I take it back.
Oh, I didn't hear
Why
you.
would he have the same playing time as TJ McConnell, bro? What?
I misheard.
I said 44 by accident. It's 39.
No, respect it.
Respect.
Okay, and now we have Lucas with his
whoa.
final.
Oh,
All right,
God.
number 5. I've
All right,
got
bet. I guess I'm done.
Well, I didn't.
No, word,
Alright.
word. And Edwards,
no, keep going, keep going,
Lucas starts saying it, I'm gonna start yelling stats.
Okay,
keep going, keep going. No, say what you want.
Lucas, go.
muted. Go ahead. He's gone.
All right. Number 5, I have Jaylen Brown. Like I said with the All NBA stuff, I mean, he clutches up when Tatum is down.
Bro, Jaylen Brown is
Um,
not even top 3 player on the Celtics in the playoffs right now.
What?
Drew Holiday and Derek White are outplaying him.
Okay, so he
Justin, you
hit.
know what I'm actually sad? I'm actually sad. You know why? Because
Why?
you normally bring incredible takes and have like really good logic. I don't know what. There's no way you really think that like
There's a stat that shows how much each person's adding to their team's win, and Brown has the lowest of the 4 of them. That's as clear as it could possibly be. Forget about adjusting for team to team based on different winning successes. On the
Alright, but what
Celtics
about who-
only.
Who would you take the shot that Brown made at the end of the fourth quarter? Would you rather have Derek White or Drew Holiday take those shots?
But we're confusing things now. If you said we have a playoff game tomorrow, I need you to pick the second best option on the Celtics. 100%, I'm taking Jaylen Brown. He's had the best career. He had the better regular season. 100%. Because each game he plays is a set different chance for him to prove his all-star caliber self, which Derek White and Drew Holiday aren't necessarily at. But we're going based off only the statistics that the playoff games have given us. Why are you a fucking rabbit while I'm talking?
Go ahead, Constantine.
So, like I said, any day I would take the gamble of having Jaylen Brown over those 2 guys, but just solely off the numbers of the last 11 playoff games they played, he has been the worst of the 3. Does that mean I'd rather have him?
So you have to be you're heavily valuing advanced metrics over box score metrics, correct?
Well,
you have to be.
yeah.
You have to be. You put Derek White 6 spots above Luka Doncic. Luka doubles him in rebounds and assists and has 10 more points.
4. I put him 4 above.
Right. So you have to be heavily favoring advanced metrics. I just want to get that straight. You have to be.
I think in a playoff stint, yeah, I am, because it's all about winning.
Where the Mavericks and the Celtics are both at the same spot right now.
Are you keeping the same like
They're
perspective?
both in the conference finals and they're both up 1-0 on their opponents, and the Mavericks had a harder path. Like a significantly harder path. Right? You have to be thinking about that. They just beat the 1 seed Thunder.
About Luka's past defenders.
No, I'm just saying about that. Jason Tatum played. Who did he play in the first round?
The Heat.
The Heat with no Jimmy.
Yeah.
With Terry Rozier. Who did he play in the second round? The
Cavs.
Cavs with Donovan Mitchell injured. No Jared Allen either. Who did Luka play? A fully healthy Clippers, except for Kawhi for 2 games, and a fully healthy 1 seed Thunder. There's no way. There's no Constantine. You have to. There's no way you're telling me Derek White has been better in the playoffs than Luka Doncic, bro.
I think, considering his 20% usage, I think so. Yeah, I really do.
Who? Okay.
Lucas had
number five.
Dort and
Jaylen
Kawhi Leonard.
Brown.
Dort and Kawhi Leonard are guarding Luka. Who's guarding Derek White?
I didn't know it was your guys' turn. I thought this was Lucas's turn.
Okay, go. I'm sorry, Lucas. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm trying to keep the flow of the podcast.
No, I'm sorry, Lucas.
Go ahead,
Lucas.
Number 5, I'm keeping Jaylen Brown there. I think he.
No, I'm keeping it in there to stand on it.
He's been less valuable than his teammates. That's fine, though.
I think
less
Derek
valuable.
White
I'm gonna say
and Drew
I
Holiday.
also had Jaylen.
Okay, Constantine, you have to think of this though. They're
What?
giving more attention. All right, no, they're giving more attention to Brown, but he's
doesn't-
still putting up 20 something a game. Like,
That's fine. Like, good players prevail. Like,
yeah, he's a good player.
And he's prevailing, producing more than Derek White. Go ahead,
All right.
Lucas.
no, he's
Gonna drag you down.
Forget about
He
Jaylen
is.
Brown.
You know how to read? He's
He has
producing more
9
than him.
he has 10% more usage. Second most usage on the team.
Okay, so
He's an all NBA caliber player. No fucking shit. He should have more usage.
Did the
I
tornado?
don't think
He's
so.
facing better matchups.
The magnitude of Brown's playing is worse than Derek White's improvement. That's Jason Tatum every game, bro. Every game.
Okay,
Bro,
whatever.
let me
Lucas,
go.
go ahead. I'm sorry this has been taking so long for you,
number
Lucas.
four, I got
TikTok junkie.
Number 4, I got TikTok master himself. I think his defense is really has been really underrated during the playoffs. I mean, Derek White and Drew are obviously the main primary defenders on that team, but if you want size, then you can then you can
Wait, can I ask a question? Did anybody have Kyrie over Luca or no?
Just
No.
you, bud. Go ahead,
Okay.
Lucas.
Yeah, Tatum defense, I mean, he's putting up the most points in his team. I wish he would use his mid-range and inside game more, stop chucking up threes 40 feet from the basket, because that's not part of his game.
Who's this?
Tatum, not a primary part of his game. I think he's way better, more efficient inside. And he should use that. I mean, if he get to the line, and I think he'd put up honestly more points than he does just chucking up threes because his 3-point efficiency isn't that great.
He's
But
making
yeah, I
like
think
1/4 of them.
yeah, I think
trash.
so far he's my 4. 3, I got Kyrie. I think that at him, obviously you guys said like going back to his Cavs days. I mean, how old is he? 30, 32, something like that?
Ah, yeah,
33?
32.
32, 62,
So
195.
he's on the like edge of his prime. I mean, he's balling out. He's putting up, I mean, what? Let me hold up. Let me bring up you guys already covered it, but
21.8, 4.1, and 5.3.
yeah, I mean,
On 48.6, 42.3, and 86.4 with 1.8 stocks. So great efficiency, great production.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, don't really have to say anything else about that. 2, I have Luca. Playing on a knee injury. He got whacked in his face, just face planted into the floor. Let's see what else. I mean, his team is doing very well, and he's also being guarded. He was guarded by
2
Lou Dort,
consecutive All NBA defender matchups.
Lou Dort,
I
Kawhi,
have something to say after you.
EG,
Uh-huh.
No, you'll like it. You'll like it. You'll like it.
and now Jaden McDaniels, and he put up what?
And he's frying him too.
33, 33. So like,
Yeah, he did. He did fry Jaden
um,
yesterday.
yeah. And then number 1's Ant.
Out of respect for Luca and his tough defensive matchups.
No, don't change your list. Don't change your list. No, you
No,
can't
this is
change
to be
it now.
documented. Go ahead, Constantine.
No, wait, somebody already.
Hey, I'm wrong first. Hey, I'm wrong.
Rocco put Miles Turner in the list, and he didn't even have him there, which was atrocious. Miles Turner is a top 10 player in the playoffs.
No. I said Miles Turner would be in my list, but I'm not going to put him in there now that I already arranged my list. But Miles Turner would most certainly be a top 7, 100%.
Okay, I'm not going to change my list because my list was heavily dependent on how much people are contributing to the wins on their team. With
win share ranking, we got it.
Yeah, heavily reliant on win share, value above replacement, all efficiency stats. Yes. Considering I'm more empathetic towards Luca now, considering the defensive matchups and the injury he's dealing with. So I understand that. So if I were to remake this list, I will not add anybody now or take anybody away now because this is during the podcast. I made what I made. If I were to remake it again, especially considering the majority of my list was made like before he had his game yesterday, I would probably put him in the 2 or 3 spot. Above Kyrie, above Derek White because of those things. But Jaylen Brown, I don't think he belongs on the list in top 10. Or if he does, it's behind Drew Holiday, it's behind Derek White. But I would change my Luca opinion. But yeah, that's that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I respect that you're a respectful, cordial debater here. Ryan, I see you were a little bothered by the Jaylen Brown placement. What do you have to say?
No, it's not. Wow, I fooled my teeth. It's not the fact that.
Can you give us a lat spread?
He's hoodied on, bro. He's hoodied on. What would you say? What is your gripe with his list? Well, I saw you stand up.
If you're
My team stand up,
and you're gonna defend it the way you are with your weird, quirky takes, and then you're gonna come back because you know you're wrong.
Okay, just say it. Just say it.
Rethink these lists.
No, that's respectable that he getting new information and considering other point
And
of
on
views and
business,
considering
if you're
is-
part of the Brentwood Banana.
Keep in mind, I refuted one take and accepted the other, so I
No,
did not just
Constantine,
give in.
I respect what you just did, and I
I
respect
did
you
1 and 1
standing on his
though.
placement.
I did 1 and 1. I didn't just give over the take. I said I'm keeping one and I'm giving back
Oh,
one.
I respect that. I respect it 100%.
Much respect.
So what are you saying, Ryan?
Now?
All right, we'll move on here. I don't know what's going on here with
Quick
this.
pause, just want to say congratulations to our boy,
Yes, congratulations to Chris.
Sure.
Congrats, Chris
Shout
Howard.
out Chris Howard.
Howard. Going
Congratulations to Chris.
to
Now, before we jump into the game one reviews, reactions,
So
whatnot,
confused. Did Lucas finish?
yeah.
he did.
Okay.
I have prepared a surprise.
I
Would
had
you
Miles,
rather?
I had Ant off my list and Miles Turner #1.
I
What?
had a Would you rather Anthony Edwards edition.
Okay.
Surprise. Okay, Ryan needs to be here for this because this is a good segment. I don't know what he just did. Okay, here we go. So he's got a hat on, a cowboy hat. So
Let's do it.
the
I'm
Would
at
you
a-
rather Anthony Edwards edition. We
Wait,
have 6 current players, and then the 7 through 12 players I listed, the next 6, they might be in the league still, but we're going to consider their peak versions.
So
All these
hypothetical.
players are peak versions. So it's a Would you rather Anthony Edwards edition. Would you rather everybody's in their peak? Would you rather Anthony Edwards or Jason Tatum? We'll go Lucas, Constantine, Ryan in that order because that's the order it is on my screen. And keep in mind, this is who would you rather right now to stick on your team to make a playoff run.
Oh, Ant.
Okay, Constantine.
Anthony Edwards, 100%. I know he had a big 3 the other day, but I've seen him miss too many big shots.
Ryan. Anthony Edwards. Okay, second name on the list, Devin Booker.
Ant.
Bruh, Anthony Edwards.
Bro, Devin Booker
Third
is a
name on the
known
list.
playoff seller.
Now, this is interesting because I think this is skewed here. I will say my own opinions. I'm going Ant for the first one. I'm going Ant for the second one. Third one is Luka Doncic. I'm going Luka for this one because I'm not considering production right now. I'm considering peak capability.
Yeah.
I'm going Luka. Lucas.
That's tough. Because Ant's got the defense that Luka doesn't have. But Luka can put up 50 a game whenever he wants. So I'm gonna take Luka.
Constantine.
Yeah, I'm taking Luke also. This goes back to my point about how different it is in evaluating players based off the list or the ranking that you're talking about. Any given day is another chance for a player to return to their peak self. Luka's peak self is much better than Edwards based on what we've seen in their career.
Ryan, it's true.
Is Ant's ceiling higher? Maybe Ant's ceiling is higher. Based off peak performances in their career, Luka's much better. Any given day is another chance for him to prove that. I have Luka.
Ryan, I have a feeling you're going to show Anthony Edwards on your phone, but you go ahead and pick.
I'm not gonna show him my phone. I'm gonna use my words this time.
Okay.
Talking about a player's peak self is kind of controversial, as you don't know when the peak of someone's career is going to be.
No, we're talking about as of right now. Looking back, what is their best self as of right now?
Would I take a 22-year-old or an MVP?
We're not projecting. If we were projecting peaks, Wemby would be taking over Michael Jordan. So we can't do that. You have to project what peaks will be seen so far. So the best Luka you've seen or the best Ant you've seen?
with their surrounding cast.
No, it's okay. So you weren't here for the last episode.
I'm building a team, period.
No. This is fair. You weren't here for the last episode. What we do is for the Would You Rather, if you have 2 exactly equal teams, except for Anthony Edwards and player X, exactly the same teams except for those 2 players being swapped for each other, going on a playoff run. You have a team of all AI generated players, and then either Luka or Ant for a playoff run. Who are you taking?
Ant.
Okay, fair enough.
Because he brings the defense that Luka can't, although Luka has been better, and he also can score at will.
He said he was gonna guard Kyrie on live TV, and he gave him 30.
It's in one game, dude.
It's Kyrie though. It's Kyrie.
Yeah.
Kyrie.
So you're going okay. Ryan is going Ant. I like that. Now this is peak. Now I should have put him in the peak category because I realize now it's an easy Ant, but we're gonna consider this peak like we have been the whole time. No, actually, let me think about this.
Peak is dangerous because people are good at their peaks.
No, I was gonna list 2 names that we would easily take over Ant. So these next 3 names, it's current right now. KD.
Wait, who are the names?
KD.
Current K.
I'm taking right now.
KD.
I gotta take Ant just for the health.
Peak?
No, not it's not peak. These next three
Oh.
names are not peak. The next
Oh,
after that, you'll know when it's peak. So I'm taking Ant
Okay.
right now over KD.
oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, Ant swept him, so like I'll take Ant.
Ryan, Ant.
KD makes buckets.
I'm with Ant.
Yeah, these next two names I was gonna say that name and the other one. If you take peak, it's easily them. LeBron. So
Ant.
right now, LeBron.
Yeah, I'll take Ant
I
right
like
now.
Ant. I like Ant. It's so hard because I don't even know remember LeBron's numbers in the first one, but he played really, really fucking good. But yeah, I
Good.
mean,
I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm rocking with LeBron.
I'm taking LeBron too. That's a fucking wonderful choice. Okay, Constantine. He did.
Good.
He had better numbers than Ant in the first round. I'm pretty sure he did.
He was
He
ridiculous.
did, yeah.
He didn't
Well,
get to the first round.
no, that was
I
Ant was
mean,
playing better back then than he
Yes,
is
he
now.
Get through
did.
the first round. Get through the first round. I mean,
Yeah,
As much
because his opponent.
bro. LeBron
I mean,
is
LeBron
LeBron's
lost in
opponent was
5 games.
Yeah,
LeBron
he
lost
like
in
horse.
5 games to the team that lost to the Wolves. So
No, I understand that logic, but we're
not
not
an equal
we're not
trade-off.
doing it like that though. We're not doing it like that though. We're doing it in a vacuum for a playoff series with the same teams.
2 players.
right, but like this
We're not
hypothetical
using we're
team,
not using commutative property.
bruh, this hypothetical team that we're talking about, they have to play opponents eventually. The
So
Nuggets,
They're equal in talent, and their opponents are all equal as well.
Constantine, think of it as 4 Constantines and LeBron, and 4
It's a hypothetical, and they're all playing against all teams of 5 Jacobs. Everything is always the same.
yeah. No, I'm still taking Ant. I'm still taking Ant.
Okay, interesting.
me
Lucas,
too.
you said Ant, right?
Ant's playoff self at the time LeBron was still in the playoffs was even better than it was now. So
Okay, and
Love
now I'm
Ant.
gonna say for the last name for current, we're going Shea.
I'm taking Shea.
I'm taking SGA as well.
yeah, I'll take SGA.
Ryan, got Ant Edwards.
Better defense, better shooting.
Now we're going for these
Oh,
next
what?
6 names.
What do you mean? What?
Better defense?
Yes.
Yes,
SGA, bro, he's like the best defending guard in the league.
it
If
is.
you put Anthony Edwards 1v1 SGA, I'll guarantee you he loses.
Bro, you Charles
SGA.
Barkley, I guarantee.
What? Okay, let's just skip over that one. Okay,
Bring
now we're
your
going
ass, bring your
primes.
ass.
This is peak versions. Carmelo Anthony.
Anthony Edwards, bro.
Okay.
Carmelo
I'm
is like-
saying peak Melo was a dog, but okay.
Peak Melo has less playoff experience than
Peak Melo
And
did not
Ant-
have the X button on his
Ant's
controller.
22,
He doesn't know how to
bro.
pass.
I'm going Ant for this one too. I thought it would be closer, but I guess you guys have your,
Yeah.
your feelings. Next one going peak.
when I think of Melo, I think of Melo Ball. I don't even think of that.
That's sad. Okay. Next one up, Damian Lillard.
And
This is a tough
Hmm.
one, dude. He was a fucking slaughterer in the playoffs when he was on the Blazers. I think it's a tough one. I don't think Dame's teams have ever been a fraction of as good as Ant's teams. I know this might be a little crazy, but I'm gonna say I'm taking peak Dame in a playoff run.
Oh, this is peak. Yeah, I'm taking peak Dame.
I mean, yeah, he's got the clutch back.
He has the buzzer beater to send the Rockets home, buzzer beater to send the Thunder home.
Okay, and Ryan's Ant.
yes, sir.
Okay, next name up, we have Paul Pierce.
Oh, hell no.
I'm
Fucking
taking Ant
shit
for the
himself
defense only.
mid-game.
And for the
He
defense
lit-
only, but Paul Pierce was a dog.
He shat himself in the middle of the
Bank
game.
shots.
The
Okay.
lights are too bright.
Everyone's going Ant sweep.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this next one is a little controversial and difficult for me. I put him in the peak category because I don't think he's still in his peak anymore, but maybe you guys do. I put Kyrie Irving. I'm thinking like last year on the Cavs, Kyrie, like that type of Kyrie, like 40 in the finals, Kyrie.
Only
So-
16, Kyrie.
Yeah, I'm still going Ant for the defense again, but I think it's close. I think it's closer than you might think.
I'll go.
had solid-
I'll go 2016 Kyrie when he had the
Kyrie
shot.
had solid defense.
He did, he really did. What are you going, Lucas?
I think I'll go Kyrie.
He had one of the best finals performances ever. So no.
And Ryan, who are you going?
And
Okay. Now this next name, it better be a sweep in one direction. I'm gonna be ashamed of you, Ryan. Peak Paul George. I'm taking Paul George in a
Paul
heartbeat.
George.
Constantine. I'm talking Pacers, Paul George, pre-broken leg.
Yeah. Like Pacers, Paul George when he was giving LeBron the shit like in that series.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take Paul George. But since then he's been terrible in the playoffs, and I like him a lot. So it's hard for me
Ryan.
to say that. But yeah, I'll say PG.
I mean,
You gotta say, you gotta say PG, dude.
it's a tough one
If
because
we're saying peak PG is a sweep, then peak Dame has to be a sweep too.
I
No.
agree. It almost was a sweep if not for Ryan.
Yeah.
No, but so I don't like PG in the playoffs.
No, it's
No.
Okay.
I don't care where he is. I don't care who. Anthony Edwards is the second coming of my GOAT.
Okay.
I don't care. Do you think young MJ is gonna lose to PG? No.
MJ wouldn't have shat the last two games that like Anthony Edwards did.
Yo, Lucas, the Knicks are in the playoffs. I don't want to hear it, dude.
Okay.
You're just a fake Bulls fan.
The last would you rather name I have on there is absolutely
Time.
future. I don't even know why I put his name on there. It's a sweep. It's DeMar DeRozan. It's not even a question. Okay.
Is he even in the league, dude? Like, who is that?
All right. Now I have one more surprise segment, and then we have one main segment in the draft. We could go to the surprise segment first, but I think we should do game one reviews and reactions first, just to kind of get things covered because there's a game one on right now. I think it might be even close to being finished. I want to check the score there.
Game 2.
Or game two, yeah. So game one, I'll kick it off. We have Celtics Pacers. Celtics take a 133 to 128. I have a couple notes here. Reese had a decent game, 25, 3 and 10. Siakam 24, 12 and 7. Miles Turner, incredible game, double, 9 and 13, very efficient. They have well-balanced production. I think I like the depth when I looked at the box score alone. Like just
Celtics up
guys.
16.
What?
Celtics up 16.
Okay.
4 minutes left.
Yeah, that's 2-0. Okay. But like I said, the Pacers had a poor late game execution, which is kind of not like them. I mean, usually the Celtics are the ones crumbling in the late game, so I was surprised to see that. But like I said, I mean, they're just outmanned. Tatum 36, 12 and 4, Drew 28, and JB 26, and that's not even Derek White going off. That's not even.
Oh, by the way, Jaylen Brown has 37 points.
Yeah. Did I see today's game yesterday? No,
No, that's not his fault. You can't say that, Constant. You can't say that, Lucas. So yeah, all I have to say about the Celtics, they have way too much firepower, strong
They have
finish.
terrible defense against forwards. Everybody
They
knows
do what they're
that.
supposed to do. So that's all I have to say. I think the Celtics are too talented. There's a ton of momentum their way. With that being said, I think they'll have some late game crumbles, maybe in the field house. So I have the Celtics in 5.
I also have the Celtics in 5. That was the Pacers game to win. They sold completely. Hard sell. I mean, I think Halliburton had tried to play hero ball in the last. I think before the Celtics took it, kind of spread their lead in overtime. He just kind of chucked up a really bad 3. Even at the end of the game too, of regulation.
They
He
should
had
have lost
Turner.
that probably.
He had Turner against I think it was either Jaylen Brown or Drew in the post. I mean, that's a mismatch. You give it to him, the game's over. And as a pass first guard, I was really surprised that he didn't pass the ball. But yeah, I think Celtics, they're gonna win tonight. I think they take at least one game in Indiana, and then they'll finish it at home. And I wouldn't be surprised if they sweep.
Okay, and we have Constantine. Just a quick little prediction for the series. Any analysis you want to do on game one?
Game one,
Pressing it by accident. Fuck.
it was close. I think the Pacers should have put themselves in a better position to win that. But I mean, I want the Celtics to advance anyway, so I was happy they won. About Jaylen Brown having 37, that's not unusual. He had 40 against them a few months ago. They have terrible defense against small forward position, and they have fast pace, so it's really easy for people like him to score. Also, Tatum has never had less than 30 points against the Pacers in 5 games in the last 10 months. So it's not that unusual to be seeing that. They can't defend that position.
Miles Turner's 8, by the way, Constantine. He's doing that good.
8.
Bro, these are not based off the future.
No, that's fair.
My list is not based off the future. I don't know the future.
No, not Constantine.
Oh,
Don't let it get to you, Constantine.
Constantine, Al Horford has 6.
Okay.
And what's your series prediction?
I actually thought the Pacers were gonna win today, but maybe yesterday was their chance to win and they blew it. I have the Celtics in 5 as well.
Okay, and Ryan, prediction for the series? Anything you want to say about the team?
Well, Wolves in 6. I think it's gonna.
Wolves. In 6.
What?
Bro, we're on the Celtics. Bro, this dude is constantly thinking about Anthony Edwards.
Celtics Pacers series.
Oh no, I'm still thinking about Edwards. Sorry. My 4th favorite player, Jason Tatum, is that take it home at 5.
Okay. Now for the Wolves Mavs series. I don't think we need to go over the numbers really. I mean, Jaden McDaniels had a big game. Ant not so hot. Cat decent. Luka had an incredible game. Kyrie had an incredible game. PJ Washington efficient, 13 points. Strong X. I think I had that Luka and Kyrie went crazy, but I don't know if that's going to continue. And I also didn't like the depth. It was just not a lot of scoring off the bench.
Let me
I think
lead
it'll be
this.
troublesome if Ant gets going. For my series prediction, this is a very tough one because
Yeah,
the
it is.
Timberwolves lost both games at home and they still won the series. I really do love Luka and Kyrie. Those are two of my favorite players in the league. I know I had the Nuggets winning, and Ant proved me wrong, but I'm just gonna not learn from my mistakes. I have the Mavs winning in 7.
Let me talk.
All right, Ryan, go ahead.
As I said, in 6, it's going to be 2-2. They bring it back to Minnesota, and it's clips. It's done. Series over. From that point on, Anthony Edwards is going to take over, win it in the Mavs Stadium, finish the series. Kyrie's not going to produce. He might even get injured. I have a hot take that he might get hurt. If he gets hurt,
Crazy.
just remember I said I hope he doesn't get hurt. All good, all like goodness, like hopefully he doesn't get hurt. But I think that he's gonna put up 12 next game and average 17 for the rest of the series. Luka's gonna have a dud next few games too. They're gonna somehow escape 2 points by holding Anthony Edwards, and that's my take.
PJ Washington, 30-point game.
Okay, Constantine,
That's
what do you
okay,
think for the
Constantine.
series?
This one is really tough. I really like where the Mavs have gotten because I don't know if you remember, but back in February, I sent like a playoff call out like 2 months before the playoffs even started when like the Thunder, the Wolves, the Nuggets, the Clippers, all these teams in the West were at their peak. The Mavs were like 5th or 6th, and I was like, I really like where the Mavs are at. I think they're definitely going to be in the Western Conference Finals. Here they are. Really proud. I'm really proud of them. And I hate to say, I don't know, because like Ant standing on business is so scary. It's like he's so scary, and like he's funny, and he actually like he means what he's saying. Like to win 2 games like that down 2, but I like how many comebacks like that can you possibly pull off? You can't make yourself suffer that
Not
much.
sustainable. It's not sustainable at all.
It's not sustainable. Like when Jordan made
Who
these, like
sustained it? His genetic father.
how many miracle comebacks can you afford? Like it's I don't know. For that reason I have Mavs in 7 as well.
Okay, and Lucas, what are you thinking?
I also had Mavs in 7, and I think Kyrie is going to be the reason why they win. I mean, Luka's going to do his like 25, 10, and 10. It's a given.
28 out of 9.
Or whatever. And then when it comes down to it, it's going to be. I mean, Kyrie's been in the finals multiple times. He's been in the playoffs almost every year he's been in the league. And he's still one of the like best players in the league, and I think that them matched up with the Wolves wings is a very good matchup, but ultimately I think that they're going to take it. And another good matchup for or an underrated part of the Mavericks game is their center rotation. I was talking to somebody about this, but the Gafford Lively rotation and like the alley-oop game is a huge part of that offense. And I know Gobert and Naz Reid are solid defenders, but I mean, if Luka's coming at you, you don't know if he's going to shoot it, lob it, pass it out. I mean, PJ's a pretty efficient shooter from the corner of the wing, so I think the Mavs have that in 7 games.
Like it.
And I do think the Wolves will blow them out a couple times. But yeah,
What was that?
he's
think-
showing
yeah.
me Pinocchio, bro.
Oh,
Curious
Curious George.
Lucas's hat when
The
he's
hat, yes. Okay, now before we move to our final segment, which is going to be the draft on fictional characters, I have a surprise segment. We have a blind ranking. This is all-time centers, peak versions. So peak for peak. I have 10 names here. You guys are going to be able to place them into a spot 1 through 10. It has to be consensus. So the 3 of you are going to decide on a spot to put the center, peak version, and you do not know who's coming next. You can't change your ranking. First center I have on the list. Now, I'll give you guys one hint. This is going to be all-time greats, so be careful.
Okay.
Not putting any bums on here. First name I have for you guys is Dwight Howard.
Oh,
I say
Howard.
7.
7. Yeah, I was
Dwight
gonna say
Howard.
7.
Okay.
7.
Wait, well, are we doing? I want 8, but I guess we'll do 7.
Doing a blind ranking.
Well,
You
I
guys
want
agree on 7 or 8? Ryan wants 8. Any calls for 8, or you guys want 7?
7.
But does that mean we're comfortable saying, or we're not comfortable saying he's better
There's
than
3
Bill?
centers of
Bill.
all time that are worse than him.
not on
It's 10 random names I'm choosing, and it's all-time greats.
We could do 8 actually. I feel safer at 8.
Okay.
Constantine, you good at that?
I mean,
Let's do
we're
it.
saying-
Constantine.
I mean,
What are we-
if you're talking all-time centers, I think he's towards the bottom.
He is.
David Robinson, we're saying is a center.
David Robinson's one of the best centers of all time.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's so underrated.
Oh,
Is it
wouldn't
8?
Yeah, 8.
Yeah, put him at
8.
8. Put him at 8. Yeah.
Okay, the next name on this list, Dikembe Mutombo.
9.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think he
I
was.
don't think he was better than Howard.
That also like, I don't know. So he's top 10.
Okay, you got Mutombo at 9.
Yeah, he was just blocks. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Next name on the list. I'm trying to think of how I want to read these to you guys to make it as tricky as possible.
He might even be 10, honestly.
Jokic.
Oof.
6.
No,
Yes.
no. All right,
5.
you got Kareem, you got Shaq, you got Wilt.
David Robinson.
You don't know which 10 names I'm going to name, though. So
I know,
David,
but I'm
David
just
Robinson is
assuming.
better than.
As
Okay,
of right
so
now, yeah.
5 or 4.
Jokic at 5.
He's really fucking good.
Wait, Hakeem.
you guys like 5?
No, we just named.
Are we, chat, are
we
we
named
good
6
with
guys.
5. I feel better at 4, but you can do 5.
Trust me.
Hakeem and David Robinson are better. So is Kareem. If we want to go old guys, Bill and Wilt.
Bill is not,
Yeah.
bro.
Okay,
Wilt
okay,
had 100 points, dude.
Yeah, forget. Wait,
I
this
thought
is
you said
career.
Bill.
This is peak or career? Peak,
You
right?
said
All
Wilt or
Peak
Bill?
for peak. Peak for peak.
right.
Peak for Pete.
Okay,
Wilt
do 5.
dominating. He's putting up 108 league.
Joker at 5?
Put him at 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, he's all right.
It's
Whatever.
dominant for the time.
Next
These are-
name, Bill Russell.
10. bro.
3.
3?
No, Ryan.
No,
It's
no.
peaks. It's peaks.
He's not
But,
better than Jokic.
I could.
It takes time. It's not like if you put Jokic in the fucking 30s.
Hey.
If Jokic played in the 30s, you know how many points he would average?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. We're not doing that. We're saying
So
peak
Ryan is right. It's peak in the era. So
in their time. It's not saying, oh my god.
So then he's number 1 then.
no, you have to think about it's
Yeah,
peak
but-
for peak.
When we're doing peak for peak, are we always doing that? Are we always adjusting for their
yes,
basketball environment?
not saying comparatively.
You have to
Jordan-
adjust for the environment, yes, but you can't like if
But
okay,
you-
but we
You
can't
don't,
say,
you don't
like,
do
oh,
that.
Jokic
You
is
don't do that, Rocco, in the Jordan LeBron debate, or do you?
What do you mean?
You put them on an even playing field, or you look at.
LeBron played in the 90s.
No, I'm
Yeah,
assessing the eras. I'm assessing the eras.
Okay, so we'll do the same here then.
I'm assessing the eras in that
He's
situation.
not, bro. He's all right. I mean, what do you think?
No, I think 3's 2, not 3.
Let me explain something. So you can't look at Bill Russell and be like value his peak in that era, but you also can't look at Bill Russell being put in 2024. You have to be somewhere in between.
He didn't even score a lot.
He's not better than Jokic.
Where do you guys want Bill?
I'd
You
put him
got-
right after.
You guys got
right
this.
I put him
before.
6. I put him at 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Next name on the list. This is going to be a curveball here. Actually, I don't know if I want to give
We
that
have
name.
10 open, right?
You guys have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and 10 open.
Okay.
I'm giving you guys Wilt Chamberlain.
Oh, we messed
Um,
up. Shit, we messed up.
We didn't. What do you mean we messed? We didn't mess
peak-
anything up.
Peak Wilt is better than peak Bill, and we already have 4 people better than Jokic. Peak.
Peak Wilt is better than Jokic. He scored 100 points.
No,
in
I
the-
didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said
Said
peak
that,
Wilt
Ryan.
is
He
better
agrees
than
with you,
Bill.
Ryan.
Our list
Okay.
is fine.
He should be 1.
So you want to put peak Wilt behind
What about Shaq, Ryan?
Shaq's 1.
Comparatively,
I put him at 2, or we also have Kareem too. So like,
I'm
Okay.
fine.
2.
Who's,
I'm
who's a
good with
better
2.
Ryan? Who's a better player? Peak you and EIBL, or me against a class of kindergartners?
You against kindergartners.
But am I more skilled? Am I more?
That proves
matter.
that
You're
Ryan
better.
is standing on it. To be fair, Ryan
You're
is going
better.
purely off. Ryan is going purely off of era. He's not adjusting.
But as an analytical fan, do you
That's not
respect
fair.
that? Would you
I don't
respect
think
me?
you can play in the kindergarten league and average 50 points And if you want to compare to me playing
Two.
against trade,
2 for Wilt.
Three.
Two.
You're outruled,
Constantine,
Constantine.
he's all right. He's literally behind Shaq. That's all.
You're outnumbered, Constantine.
All right,
Two?
that's fine, but I just don't like giving respect to plumbers. I don't know. Like
I'm with
him
you. I'm with
playing-
you, Constantine. Constantine, if I was doing
playing
this, I
against
wouldn't put him at 2. If I was doing this, I wouldn't put him at 2.
Center's tricky because they have old heads.
Okay, but you wanted to put Bill Russell at
Next
fucking
name. I'm gonna give you guys an easy one. Joel Embiid.
Oh,
Yeah.
10.
10.
That's interesting, man. He's 35 a game.
10.
And nobody cares.
If he wasn't on the Sixers, maybe something else.
Okay,
I
you
would,
guys
I would
have
put him at 9.
How
I
many
would put
games?
him at
How many
9
games
and
has he played?
Mutombo.
Like
mine's
5.
not open, Constantine.
No, I know, but if I could, I'd switch him with Mutombo.
You guys have 1, 3, 4, and 7 left. Next name. Now this is gonna be, if you guys choose the wrong spot here, the list is gonna be fucking fried. David Robinson.
3.
Wait, what do we have? 1.
1, 3, 4, and 7.
He won an
4.
MVP.
4. 3.
What do you like,
Four,
Ryan?
3.
We're saying Pete Kareem is better, obviously.
Yeah.
That-
And
But
Shaq.
then,
What
but-
we have left, 7 would make the most sense.
what about Pete Hakeem?
He's not worse than Bill Russell though. He's better.
I know, but think of what we have left.
What about Pete Hakeem, Elijah Wong?
I
If you
think he
say
Hakeem won
was
an
last-
MVP too, right?
I think did he win multiple? Let me see.
You won 2.
Say Hakeem is the
Yeah.
last
I mean, David Robinson won. I think he's good at 4.
thing about myself.
You guys want D-Rob at 4? You guys gotta be a consensus.
But then what about Kareem?
Kareem could go 3. Shaq could go 1.
We're missing slots. We already put Will at 2. We have Hakeem, Kareem, David Robinson, and Shaq all
Alright,
left.
but what if Rocco starts saying
Somebody's got to go 7.
I
Somebody's
did.
got to go 7. Who's gonna go 7?
Bill Walton. No, that's not a name. That's not a name. That's not a name. That's not a
If you say Luke Cornett, I'm gonna kill myself.
name.
Who's going 7? Is there a surprise?
Uh,
Is there a surprise?
David Robinson is
Not really.
really good.
This blind ranking is good though. Next episode, I'm gonna come with curveballs, but
I
this
mean,
is pretty
he
straightforward. But go ahead.
shouldn't be at 7 with the guys, but it would make the most logic with what we have left.
Okay, I could see it. Yeah. All right.
You know what I mean?
On D-Rob
Yeah.
at 7.
Yeah.
I don't like it, but it makes sense.
Oh, I feel like he's gonna name somebody worse. But yeah, that's fine. Put him there.
Olajuwon.
4.
4.
4.
There we go. 4.
Okay.
We have 1 and 3 left. guys.
Please don't say,
Please say Luke Cornett.
bro. Don't switch your list. You fuck.
I'm not. I swear to God, I'm not gonna switch it. Kareem.
3.
3.
You guys got Shaq at 1. Good
Yeah.
list.
let's go.
Hey,
All right.
guys,
Read
Great
it out.
job.
Read it out.
So you guys have Embiid at number 10, Mutombo at number 9, Dwight Howard at number 8, David Robinson at number 7, Bill Russell at number 6, Nikola Jokic at number 5, Hakeem at number 4, Kareem at number 3, Wilt at number 2, and Shaq at number 1.
Hey, that's good.
I like that. That's perfect.
I would
That's
put
good.
Robinson if we could switch it. I'd put Robinson up more, but
Yeah,
Bill-
Shaq,
Bill
underrated,
maybe.
underrated player.
Situation
Okay.
thing we had to do.
That's good. I like that a lot.
Constantine, what you just put in your mouth?
Nothing.
It was Lakumi's butt.
No, it was like a flat seashell.
Okay, now the last segment of the evening. This is the most exciting segment, I think, in my opinion, even though sports are very fun to talk about. We have the fictional characters draft.
Ooh, I didn't prepare for this, but I got it.
Okay, I have a
Did
whole
that.
big board, bro. I was sweating for this.
wait, what do we
I'm
do?
gonna
Like,
decide- what?
just like whoever we like, or like
So just
impact?
fictional
Or...
characters, greatest fictional characters.
Okay.
How are we going to decide the order here?
I'm just picking who I like. I don't even care.
Is the order on the top of your screen me, Lucas, Constantine, Ryan, or is that just me?
It's no.
Okay.
It's-
No, it's
Uh,
random for everybody.
Okay,
We
everybody.
take order
Okay,
Rocco.
we're gonna do this. We're gonna do number assignments. So I'll be
Do a wheel spin, bro.
just do it like this. Okay. So I'll be number 1.
Yeah, I
Who
got
wants to be
George
number two?
Washington. George
Who wants to be
Washington.
number
be-
2?
I'll be 2.
Lucas is 2. Who wants to be number 3?
Wait,
Ryan's 3. Constantine is 4.
Okay,
Okay.
give me the back of the snake. Give me the back of the snake.
So it's Snake. I'm gonna ask Siri to generate a number 1 through 4. Whoever it gets is who gets first pick. Siri, pick a random number 1 through 4.
What?
Siri, pick a random number between 1 and 4.
Right now. Let's go.
Oh,
Constantine is first.
Oh, that's how you're.
wait,
okay.
how many characters are we taking?
5. You want to do 5? Okay. Now, whoever gets this next number, so it's between 1, 2, and 3.
What's
Yeah,
it based
next pick.
off? Or
What? It's just fictional characters, whatever you
anything.
want.
Yeah, but we're not just doing aura, right? Because then that wouldn't be
No,
fair.
No,
no.
no, it's whatever you want.
All right.
Siri, pick a number either 1, 2, or 3.
you gonna say Bugs Bunny?
What the fuck? 69? Siri, pick a number between 1 and 3.
1.
That's me next. Okay. Now it's
Why did
between
you say
two-
pick a number 1, 2, or 3?
It doesn't matter. All right, either 2 or 3 here. Siri, pick a number 2 or 3.
Don't
What the fuck?
just
Siri, pick a number between 2 and 3.
don't pick me. Don't pick me. Don't pick me. Fuck.
So it's
Hey.
Constantine, me, Lucas, Ryan.
The worst pick.
And with the first pick in the 2024 fictional character draft,
Caesar,
Constantine
Caesar.
Patsaurus selects.
Take Caesar.
Bro,
Drafting?
he has
It's drafting, Ryan.
It's not just a top 5? Oh,
No, it's
nice.
drafting. It's drafting.
Oh.
Constantine,
alright.
pick your pick.
okay.
But also realize that it's going to be, we're going to look
Bro,
at,
come
at the
on.
end of the day.
You
Okay,
have
okay,
to pick.
okay, okay. He has 4 amusement parks started after him in Florida and in other countries. I gotta go with Mickey Mouse.
I had him on my list.
Mouse.
I'm going
Ooh.
fucking Caesar. Caesar!
The horrible pick.
Do you really just take him, Rocco?
Caesar's a horrible pick?
Yep.
Rocco, I'll trade you my next 5
Bro,
drafts.
most people don't even know who Caesar is.
It's personal. You picked Mickey Mouse.
Wait, but I don't even like I like Disney, but like I just thought I was trying to make a winning team.
I'm
No, that's what I'm
taking.
doing too. Bro,
I'm
Caesar is
taking-
different.
I'm taking. Wait. Okay, you know what? I'm taking Annie Skywalker.
Yes, I'll just write him
No!
in for you. I'll just write him in for you.
That's my
Dude,
boy, bro.
Ryan, you have back to back. You have a chance to do something generational right now, bro.
I know.
Wait, what were the picks? Mickey, Caesar. I didn't have Mickey on my list. Oh, I did actually. Yeah. Okay, Ryan, you have back to back.
Oh my god! I was literally gonna snake draft back to back Caesar and Annie, and now I'm all.
Yeah,
in
they're not
check.
falling.
Bro, you
I-
knew Rocco was taking Caesar with his first pick.
let me do some real quick research.
I know my
Oh.
picks. If they fall to me, I'm turned.
What's going on here? What's going on?
Did you guys? I'm just curious. Did you guys include like Godzilla, or is that not like? I'm trying to think about that.
No,
That's a
It's
fictional
OG.
character.
I know.
I have him on the list.
Dude, I'm starting off with group leader Luke Skywalker.
I like that. I did not have him on my list, but I like that a lot.
He's a poor man's Annie. He's a poor man's Annie.
Ooh,
Yeah, you kissed his
roasting
sister.
your pick. He's roasting your pick,
He
Ryan.
kissed his sister.
You took Mickey Mouse. What are you, 2?
Mickey Mouse bought Luke. He bought him. Price tag. He
That
bought
doesn't
him.
fucking count. Go, Ryan.
What did he say?
He said Mickey Mouse bought Lucas. Disney bought the Star Wars franchise.
He bought both of them. Easy money. Quadrillions worth.
I don't know if you're being serious right now. Are you?
Who's your back to back, Ryan?
He bought him.
Now, if you're thinking, I think I'm gonna go with Harry Potter.
That's a good one.
A good one.
Okay. Lucas, you're back up.
I'm gonna match that energy. I'm going Gandalf the Grey.
Okay.
Ooh, Lucas, ChatGPT just said that was a great pick.
I'm going with my next pick. I'm hoping my other pick falls. I think he will fall. I have a crazy sleeper at 5. A crazy sleeper. Number 2, I'm going Sheev Palpatine.
I don't like that. I don't like it.
Okay, now that Star Wars has been officially gutted, I'm gonna leave it alone. I don't know how nobody said this person is better than half the people mentioned since my first pick. Jack Sparrow.
Fuck.
Insane aura, insane character development.
I thought we're not going off of aura.
Well, it still counts a little bit.
No.
Okay.
Back to backs here.
And then I got
Golden Taters.
no, not Golden Taters. I don't want to blow with this pick, but I really want to pick him.
do it.
I got Simba,
Interesting.
That's
the heir to the throne. He could have had Lucas mentality and just stayed and got eaten by the hyenas, but he went back to avenge his father's death.
Okay. My pick did fall. I think this is a valid pick. I don't know if my other pick is gonna fall. I don't know if I like this pick over my other one. I'm going Batman.
Fuck.
Oh shit, I forgot about superheroes.
I'm
Oh,
going Bruce.
Are you being serious?
Specifically, actually, I won't say a specific character, but
Which actor?
Christian Bale. If I had to pick one,
One.
but I'll go with just Batman in general. So Lucas, you're up.
Damn it, man. That was gonna be mine.
I have two more. Bro, my fifth pick is gonna be crazy.
I'm taking
I'm googling characters. and
I'm taking the Joker.
bro, somebody
Oh.
take Thanos. Take Thanos before Rocco does.
Shut
I'll
up!
take-
Why? No. You're not drafting again next time if you keep saying stuff out loud.
I was not gonna take Thanos is a fucking bum.
Bring him
Hey,
home.
Lucas,
I took Joker.
you want Thanos, Ryan?
I mean, I'm looking up good fictional characters right now because off the top of my head I don't have any. And Atticus Finch popped up, and I was thinking about picking him.
Is what?
Atticus Finch, the guy from To Kill a Mockingbird.
He's at the force. But I'm gonna take Thanos,
Damn it, bro.
and because my team seems pretty serious right now.
You guys
I'm
want to do
gonna
an extra? Go ahead, Ryan. Sorry.
Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin.
Hey, that's
Okay.
a good one.
Do you guys want to do more than 5 slots? You want like a 6-minute or something? We could figure it out, I guess.
I also don't remember my full
We
team.
can do 6. I'm down for 6.
Okay, Lucas, your fourth pick.
Wait, am I a bot?
Bro, my fifth pick is gonna be nasty as crazy as shit.
Wait, Rocco, who was my second pick?
Harry Potter,
That's what I thought. All right.
Harry Potter.
James Bond. I did have that on my list. Good pick. Good pick. Constantine, who? Oh, no, it's me. It's me. I'm sorry. I got to be strategic here. This is tough. I might be able to cook Lucas on this pick, but I have a crazy another pick too. You know what, bro? SpongeBob SquarePants.
Much respect.
Bad look, bro. Low key, that was a bad look. Fuck.
Coffee, if you really want, Jay Gatsby is available.
The modern version of James Bond, yet his show is portrayed from an past time. Tell me, can Shelby yet?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's me again. That was a fluke with the SpongeBob. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I fucking cooked with Sponge.
Oh wait,
It's
no,
gonna
I
be
pick, I pick, right?
Oh, you pick again. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't have anything prepared. Barack Obama. No, I can't.
Was a
That's
price.
not a fictional character, you idiot.
Let me see.
Rocco, I might take him.
You're not gonna take my character, unless you're that list has him. That list you're looking at does have him. The one you saw with Atticus Finch, it does have him.
Are you being serious?
Yes, if you look up fictional characters, best fictional characters, he's on the list. But I'm not telling you who it is.
Are we doing 6 or 5?
No March?
Can we just do like 7?
Let's do 7.
Okay, 7.
Oh. I know who I'm taking. Rocco better not touch this man.
We're doing 7. We're doing 7.
Oh, I need a day now.
All right, give me like 20 seconds. I'm like thinking.
All right.
You can look stuff up, you know.
No, that's cheating.
I've been doing it the whole time.
Yeah, I know.
It's not cheating. It's just giving you brainstorming ideas.
I did that before this episode. All right, I'll go Gollum Smeagol. He has a new video game coming out.
My next pick. I think this pick I have is gonna fall. I think so. I'm gonna save that one. This is tough. I think it's crazy. Or if I choose who I think I'm gonna choose, this is tough. I feel like there would be bad team chemistry if I choose Yoda. I'm gonna really put that out there. I had him on my list, but I'm gonna
That's
take.
powerful.
I'm gonna take King Kong.
Not who I thought.
King Cut.
I'm
King Cut.
saving that. I'm saving my last pick, Ryan. Nobody's gonna take him.
Good pick.
I'm taking Walter
Wait,
White.
No, it's not your turn. It's my turn. So say my name. Me, I'm taking Walter White. Fuck you.
Took my
Crazy
character. I said it.
All right,
I was gonna pick him. I swear on
All right,
everything.
all right. As long as you're already gonna pick it.
got back to back, Ryan, for your 5 and 6.
I mean Jay Gatsby and
Atticus.
Atticus. I don't know. My team needs to think a bit. I think I'm gonna take some Sherlock Holmes.
Okay.
And with that, we're already here, and he's trending right now. He's a trending character.
Jonesy.
Oh, I didn't even think for it. If I take Curious George, does the owner come with him?
Nope.
Are they a
It's George.
package deal?
It's George. It's just George.
Pick Ian Hawk.
It's just George.
You know, it's crazy aura. I'm taking Ian Hawk.
Yes, let's go. Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Ian Hawk.
Ian Hawk's personal diary is the Guinness Book of World Records.
Okay, Lucas, you're up.
I'm gonna take Indiana Jones.
Okay. Now, so I have 2 more picks here. I have King Kong. I have Caesar. I have the monkey duo. That's crazy.
Take his counterpart.
No.
He's Proximus, dude.
Godzilla. I have 2 names in mind. Right? It's 2 superheroes, Lucas. One of them you like.
I know it's the Arrow
No, I don't mess with Arrow.
or the Flash.
No.
Fire
Okay,
song.
then
Marvel.
Oh.
It's gonna be Iron Man.
This is a pick. I might throw out my last pick, actually. I'm not gonna take him anymore, and I'm gonna choose Superman.
I like
All right.
good aura.
My last pick should definitely be there for sure.
Way too much masculine energy with the picks has led us to forget an insane one. I'm taking Barbie.
That's
And
crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy pick.
yeah, taking Barbie. Probably bigger
Okay.
than like 85-90% of people who said
Should I
it.
take
a good
Madam Web then?
That's a good. That's a good.
Nowhere
pick.
near, but all right.
I don't want my team hitting on him. That's
You have
the
one
thing.
more pick, Constantine. This is to round out your roster, Constantine.
Take
Um,
Jordan Belfort.
yeah, but this is a team. But this is a team for what? It's not like
Big
basketball.
Mario.
It's just the roster of your favorite fictional characters.
Constantine, take Jordan Belfort.
Wait, are we saying Darth Vader is the same thing entity as Anakin?
Yes.
Constantine, take Naomi.
Nah, she's already involved with the Barbie pick.
Take Jordan Belfort.
Jordan
What
Belfort.
about Dollars from Gravity Falls?
I'll take. You guys know who Harvey Specter is?
Yes.
Oh,
from
from
Suits.
Suits?
Yeah.
Okay.
Low
Oh.
key, he's like.
You took
Fire.
him over Mike Ross.
Yes.
I'm definitely taking this.
I like Mike better.
I'm gonna spoil this because this was the guy I was gonna take,
I
which
like
is
Rachel.
a crazy name.
Or she.
My last pick was going
Megan
to be
Malcolm?
Hamlet, but I've changed my mind. I know none of you guys have seen this movie.
Oh, Tintin.
He has crazy aura, crazy respect. I'm taking Paul Atreides.
Bro, he was not a good actor in that. I don't
Yes,
even
that's
see.
why that's why both movies are 2 of the highest rated movies on Rotten Tomatoes and 2 of the biggest opening movies because he was
What?
the actor. That's why
What?
Dune and Dune 2.
He can't.
Oh.
He's too like skinny and high pitched to sound like a
Watch
that
the
Timothy?
movies. Yeah,
Is that Timothy? I fucking hate
Whoa.
that guy.
Timothy Chalamet.
bro, Willy Wonka's a crazy character. I
Wait,
forgot
am I
about
up?
that. I'm done. Lucas and Ryan each have one more pick.
One more pick.
Yeah,
Let me just take Yoda and Thanos.
Thanos already taken.
Oh,
Yeah.
Let's throw some names out there. John Wick is still available. Thor is still available. Godzilla is still available. Yoda is still available.
I think I win with my last pick.
Fuck.
If you Google it, he's actually one of the best movie character of all time on many websites.
Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna take Pikachu.
Whoa,
Ooh.
that's a crazy good
that's
pick.
good. And he's worldwide too.
That's a good pick. That's a Chinese legend.
It's not Chinese, Japanese.
Ryan, your last pick.
According to many sources, there's many characters that could, but everyone grows up learning about one of them, and you have to learn about one of them. Atticus Finch is in the squad.
Who is
You think I'm
Atticus
joking?
Finch?
If you search on
Atticus Finch. Cutscene. It's the dad in To Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh,
if you search up who is the greatest movie character, question mark, Watch Mojo comes up with Atticus Finch.
Have you ever even seen that movie
So that's the draft. I'm gonna read back the rosters to you all.
or the book, whatever?
So
Yeah.
Constantine's roster: Mickey
I
Mouse.
didn't read anything.
Constantine's roster is Mickey Mouse, Jack Sparrow, Simba, Tommy Shelby, Gollum, Barbie, and Harvey Specter.
that's good as hell.
My roster, which I think is whooping everybody else's buttholes raw and red. I have Caesar.
You have fucking 2 monkeys on your team.
Bro, I have Caesar, Emperor Palpatine, Batman, SpongeBob SquarePants, King Kong, Superman, and Paul Atreides. Lucas has Anakin, Gandalf, Joker.
I have a better
Your
lawyer.
team, your team is badass,
I automatically win.
but I don't know if it's more like popular.
All right,
Okay,
sorry.
Lucas has Anakin, Gandalf, Joker, James Bond, Walter White, Indiana Jones, and Pikachu. And Ryan has
Come on, bro.
Luke
Nobody's
Skywalker,
coming.
Harry Potter, Thanos, Peter Griffin, Sherlock Holmes, Ethan Hawke, and Atticus Finch.
You messed up with the Gandalf pick, Loki.
What?
That should not have been your second pick, bro.
Bro,
What?
what do you mean?
Gandalf at 2 is crazy. You should have gotten like 5, like where I got Gollum. Even that was generous.
Ryan
I took
has-
Luke Skywalker at 1.
Pick for pick, I think I win.
Ryan has a crazy roster.
Yeah, but I also
The
As
more you
Mickey
Google
Mouse-
Atticus, the more you find out that anyone who was born before our time would say he's the GOAT.
every one of your characters has been bought by the Disney